G'day guys, today we are working on our work ute. It's a single cab Ford Ranger and we're going to be installing a set of DIY Customs ladder racks. Now behind me we've got the square tube design. They come in a few different designs and they come in a magnitude of different sizes so that they can fit any style or size of tray. And today I'll be showing you how we're going to install them. So when you purchase one of these kits, you'll get a bag of hardware and you'll get 2 of these guide posts with a little bit of conduit on there to help roll stuff on and off. And you'll get 2 of these mounting feet. And then obviously in the kit you get the ladder rack itself. So we've gone for the square design. So it's a 40 by 40 SHS galvanized and it's 2mm thick. So this is sort of a general purpose ladder rack. They do have heavier wall options if you plan on putting a bit of weight up there. And then along with this design, they've got a round galvanized, so the same as this one, but it's got a round pipe instead of a SHS. They have a bolt together which has a little bit more adjustment, and then they've got a DIY weld together kit, and this one has a bit more options in terms of tubing size, and I think the intent is to be able to match your headboard. If you have quite a nice looking car and you want your ladder rack to match your headboard, they've got quite a few options in sizings in that kit. So what the ladder rack is going to do is basically copy the design of our headboard, so it's going to mimic the height and the width, and we're going to be able to mount this piece of conduit or a ladder or anything of decent length up on top of our ladder rack, and that's going to do one of 2 things. It's going to allow us to safely carry long lengths of material instead of having them wedged really oddly in the ute tray. It's going to pick it up. We'll be able to do a couple straps over the top and secure it, and it's also got our guide posts on the edge to keep it retained within the headboard and ladder rack. So the other thing the ladder rack is good for is giving you 2 levels of storage, so you can have long lengths and ladders and whatnot up here, and then it also leaves your tray then free to store whatever you need, whether it's bolted down full time like our toolbox, or job site dependent tools that you might have in and out of the ute all the time. So not only do these kits offer a great ladder rack and allow you to store stuff up on top, you can also use them to mount rooftop tents. So if you've got a headboard but no rear mounting point, you can use one of these to mount your rooftop tent. Or if you've got no headboard, you can buy 2 of these kits, and that's your front and rear mounting point sorted, and the 2mm options will hold a rooftop tent. Now if you've got a large amount of weight or a very large rooftop tent, then you can start considering the heavier wall options that DIY Customs offers, but that's more so if you've got something really heavy going up there. Now this ladder rack here is fully galvanized, so you don't have to worry about rust and corrosion, and these kits are fully assembled, laser cut in Sydney using Australian stock. So get behind the boys and support Australian made and get yourself a nice ladder rack. So now that we've gone through what is included in the kit, I'll show you guys how we're going to measure up to make your own order, and then after that we'll go through how to install this ladder rack. So when you're looking at ordering one of these ladder racks from DIY Customs, the first thing you want to do is pick a design style. They've got multiple different styles of ladder racks that can match your car. Pick out one that you like and then jump into measuring. So first thing we want to do is measure the width of our tray. So I measured the width and I found that it was 1775 millimeters. So we go to their website and we find that they offer from 1680 millimeters up to 1820 millimeters, and they go up in 20mm increments. So you want to find your measurement and round down to the nearest one that they offer. If you round up, it's not going to fit. If you round down, you'll have just a little bit of clearance either side. Now that we've got our width, we need to find our height. So now we want to find out how high we need to order our ladder rack for. We'll come up to our headboard, take a measurement. I've got 920 millimeters. Now DIY Customs offers 2 different heights. They've got 950 millimeters and 1100 millimeters. So what we want to do is order the larger headboard and cut it down. So 950 is greater than 920. I need to cut 30mm off my ladder rack. So in saying that, if you had a 1000 millimeter headboard, you're going to need to order the 1100 millimeter ladder rack and cut 100mm off the bottom of that ladder rack to suit your headboard. So now you guys have all the information that you need to put together one of your own orders for these ladder racks. You've chosen your design, you've got your width, you've got your height, and you've chosen your material thickness. When you put together one of these orders, use the discount code Rubes Modifications, and that'll give you guys 5% off, and I'll put that down in the description below. So now you've put together an order and you've got your ladder rack turned up at your front door. Now we are ready to install this. So I know that when I ordered this ladder rack kit, at 950 mil and my headboard at 920, I need to take 30 mil off the bottom of my ladder rack. Now, this is not for everyone. You need to measure this and apply it to your ladder rack and your vehicle. Don't copy my measurements because it will likely come out wrong for your vehicle. All right, so now we have trimmed the 30 mil off the bottom of our headboard. We've got our 2 offcuts here. So what we're going to do now is put our feet onto the headboard so that we can position it, and we're going to use the hardware included. So you can dump out the little bag of goodies, and we want our 2 M10 bolts here, and these are going to retain our ladder rack into the feet. Now, the good thing about this design on how they retain the ladder rack is that you can pull this ladder rack off the vehicle just by backing off 2 bolts, and all the hardware stays in place. So you don't even need to remove this bolt fully from the nut. You just need to back it off enough that you can slide out the ladder rack, and you can put it on and off just by tightening these back up. All right, so we have drilled the holes to mount the feet for our ladder rack. Now, it's a good idea when you're drilling through your tray, double check that there's nothing underneath it. It'd be a shame for you to go through your tail light harness or something like that. So just either get underneath and have a look, or at least rub your fingers where you're going to be drilling. We all know the saying, every job is 1 snap bolt away from ruining your weekend. Same idea, if you strip those wires or put a drill bit right through your tail light harness, you're going to be in for a pretty shocking time. So now we're going to clean up the tray and put our ladder rack back on top, and we're going to start bolting it down. So the hardware is included in these kits. So to fasten the ladder rack feet down to the tray, we've got some M8 bolts here. They've got 2 washers per bolt and then a nylock nut to hold it from coming loose. Now, with our tray design, because the underside of the tray is a really ugly profile and not really good for passing bolts through, what we're going to do is throw on a really big washer to try and disperse the load across the aluminium profile. So you might be wondering why we have so many of these M6 nuts and bolts left over. They're actually designed to go through the outside edge of this ladder rack foot. So unfortunately our tray doesn't really give us anywhere that we can use these. But with just the M8 bolts, it is pretty friggin' solid. The other thing that you can do is if you are using this up against the headboard, you can see we've got that nice flat surface up the front there. You can turn this foot 90 degrees and then you can pass the bolts forwards and backwards rather than left and right. That's the benefit of using a SHS rather than an RHS. RHS, you can only really slip these in the direction they're designed, whereas a square, you can turn that 90 degrees and 90 degrees again, and it's still going to line up. And then again, if you use their round ladder racks, you can turn that 360 degrees and it's still going to work for you. So now we've got the ladder rack mounted, we are going to move on to installing our guide posts. So they send them out to you the way that they want you to put them together. So bolt head, washer, tube, and then your nylock nut on top. So what we're going to do, I've got one disassembled here, bolt, washer, up through the ladder rack, and then tube, nut on top. Same thing over here. If you don't want these to rattle, you just give them another turn or 2. If you guys are looking to get yourselves a ladder rack, go check out DIY Customs website. They've got plenty of options available, and I encourage you to go have a look at all the different profiles they offer, especially if you're looking at matching your headboard. They've got a ton of profiles that will allow you to do that. and they also offer weld together kits if you're looking at doing something particularly custom and nice for your headboard. Now, if you guys have a tub instead of a tray, DIY Customs offers a few solutions there, much the same as what we've done today. It will provide you with a second story of storage on your ute. Now, when you guys put an order through DIY Customs, they've given us 5% off. Make sure you use the code Rubes Modifications. It'll be in the description below, and that will get you guys 5% off when you put your order through. That is all I've got for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.